Candy Cartwright, and this is Ftw Overdrive.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ftw Overdrive here on Cablevision Channel 20. I'm your host, my name is Sean Bryan, and folks, we have a lot to get to tonight in a very short amount of time. In this program, in the main event, you will see one of the most unique wrestlers in FTW today, Tattooed Ugly Len Oddity, as he takes on Big Jim Sullivan in a last man standing match. Also tonight on this program, hardcore wrestling legend and Long Island's own Mick Foley will be on FTW Overdrive. Unbelievable, Mick Foley will be on this program here tonight. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we want to focus on a division here in FTW that is really starting to make waves, and that is the FTW Women's Division. Over the course of the last year, the FTW Women's Division has truly progressed. We've seen new talent such as Marty Bell and Tina San Antonio make their way into FTW. But tonight, we want to focus on the cutie pie, Candy Cartwright. Candy happens to be the first female graduate of the FTW World Wrestling Academy. And over the last year, she has pretty much destroyed everyone that has come in her path. And her name, the Cutie Pie, couldn't be any more wrong. I mean, she's mean, she's nasty, and she's cruel. And tonight, she will be in action in that very ring here on Overdrive as she takes on the other female graduate from the FTW World Wrestling Academy, TNA Impact's own Rosita. Rosita happens to be the complete opposite of Candy Cartwright. So it will be interesting to see these two women in the ring together here tonight on FTW Overdrive. Both women are in the ring getting set for this awesome match. Let's go to ringside.
Kicking things off here tonight on FTW Overdrive with women's action. The Cutie Pie, Candy Cartwright, taking on Rosita. Two women lock up. Candy now taking Rosita into a wrist lock. Nicely done. Rosita rolls through into a wrist lock of her own. Puts it through. Nice submission here from Rosita. Candy reverses it into a headlock. This Cutie Pie, Candy Cartwright, she is anything but. And I don't mean that from the physical aspect, but she's just plain old nasty. She takes Rosita down with a tackle. And a nice hip toss there from Rosita on Candy Cartwright. Cartwright goes for the clothesline. Rosita ducks. Hurricane Rana there from Rosita, nicely done. And Candy now goes into the corner. The women's division here in FTW has really started to heat up in recent months. Nice takedown there from Rosita. She goes to the second rope, crossbody, goes for the cutter, hooks the leg, but Candy able to kick out. Both of these women that you see in the ring are graduates of the FTW World Wrestling Academy. That's right, folks. If you'd like more information on training to be a pro wrestler, please visit our website at www.ftwprowrestling.com. Nice snap suplex there from Candy Cartwright, the Cutie Pie. Cartwright now, nice submission. Bow and arrow applied to Rosita. Cartwright wrenching on that back. Rosita spins out into a cover. Caught Candy by surprise there. Candy thought she had that submission locked in. Rosita can be seen not only here on FTW Overdrive, but on Spike TV. He is a one of the Impact knockouts. Goes for a moonsault, but misses it. Candy Cartwright, the cutie pie, with the presence of mind to move out of the way. And this could be the opportunity that Candy needs to put Rosita away here in this match. Candy has Rosita in that Boston Crab. This could be it. She's far away from the ropes. I'm not sure if she's going to make it over there. Rosita trying to get to the rope. And she does. Candy now picking up Rosita. What's this here? Wow, Northern Light suplex into a bridge, goes for the cover. But Rosita able to kick out. What a move there from Candy Cartwright. Candy now with the upper hand. She just dropped those two elbows. I'm not sure. This looks like it's going to be the Candy Cartwheel leg drop. Showboating a little bit, goes for the cover, hooks the leg, but Rosita able to kick out. The cutie pie, Candy, arguing with the referee now, saying that was a 3 count. This young woman, boy, she sure has some attitude on her. Candy now again, picking Rosita up, fires her off the rope. Candy goes off the other rope, misses a back elbow. Crucifix there from Rosita, goes for the pin. Candy rolls through though. Rosita ducks the kick and he hits her with a cutter. Nicely done. Wiping out Candy, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. And the match is over. Rosita victorious here tonight on FTW Overdrive. And it appears that tonight was just not Candy's night, as she fell victim to Rosita in that cutter right in the middle of the ring. And that was a prime example of exactly what the FTW women's division is all about. It was an excellent matchup. And I have a feeling that Candy is going to have the opportunity to get more victories under her belt here in FTW, because she's going to be a part of FTW's next big event coming up on Saturday night, December the 3rd at 8 p.m. Fight the World Wrestling presents Living on the Edge. It will come to you from Center Island Sports at 101 Union Avenue in Ronkonkoma, Long Island, New York. Ticket information is available by visiting us on our website, ftwprowrestling.com. And coming up at Living on the Edge, the cutie pie Candy Cartwright will be in action against FTW newcomer Ada Marie. Should be a very interesting contest. Once again, cutie pie Candy Cartwright taking on Ada Marie at FTW Living on the Edge on Saturday, December 3rd.
So I'm wrestling Ada Marie. You know what? Who cares? It doesn't matter who I'm wrestling. Whoever they aren't as cute as me, aren't as sweet as me, and damn sure aren't as skilled a wrestler as me. Because on December 3rd, I've been under a lot of stress lately. So I'm going to get in there and I'm going to beat the stuffing out of whoever steps in that ring with me, who thinks they can hone in on my spotlight, because FTW is my territory. Mine, my ring, not yours. Mine. The key pie's ring.
Also taking place at FTW Living on the Edge, it will be a rematch from Overdrive last week, as Jimmy Jack Cash defends the FTW World Heavyweight Championship once again against Jay Lover. We saw last week Jay Lover came so close to capturing that title until his former partners Tommy Buds and the Grim Reaper came out, distracted the ref, and that helped Jimmy retain the title. These two will meet once more with the title on the line at Living on the Edge, Saturday, December the 3rd. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, right now, I want to talk about one of the most memorable moments in FTW history. It took place last September of 2010 at FTW Rage in the Cage, as hardcore wrestling legend and Long Island's own Mick Foley was in the house. Mick was there to promote his new book that was coming out, and the fans were more than excited to see him. While Mick was in the ring promoting his new book, FTW's resident hillbilly from Stankwater, Tennessee, Earl Cooter, came out and crashed Foley's party. For those that don't know, Cooter happens to be one of the mouthiest in all of FTW, and he figured that this would be his big chance to get into the spotlight. But Cooter may have bitten off more than he could chew on that night. Let's take a look back now at FTW Rage in the Cage with Mick Foley and Earl Cooter in the middle of the ring.
All I'm saying is, I just want to make sure that you know, and all these people know, that I parked my camper here in Long Island, therefore, it's my legal residence. You understand? You follow? Does everybody follow that? You all smart enough to follow that? I live here, this is my town. And let me tell you something else. Since you live here too, it's okay. It's okay, we can be neighborly. But just like a good man, me and you, we can be neighbors. For all you know. Now let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with being neighborly. And I'm going to tell you, I got a fella who lives across the way from me. And a matter of fact, I know, listen, I've seen some of your girlfriends were jealous when I took a look out there. Let me tell you something. Everyone knows that I got some stylish clothes. And I'm a real fancy dresser, right? I'm going to tell you, it was my neighbor that gave me this here shirt.
That's really interesting. Thank you.
And I'm going to say, in the interest of being neighborly, and maybe saving you, another black guy there, maybe, you got a fancy looking coat on. That's all I'm saying. I like that shirt. I think it would look good on me. What is this, a drink? What is this, a urine sample? You failed. You're pregnant, sir. Now, back to what I'm saying here. Okay. You can be a good neighbor.
All right.
Let me try that fancy shirt.
You want to, wait, well, hold on. You want me to allow you to try on this shirt?
No, I don't want you to allow me to try on the shirt, Mick.
Okay.
I want you to take off the shirt and give it to me. Then I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to pick out the best looking hoagie I can in this crowd. And I'm going to take her out to an all-you-can-eat steak dinner right there over at the Red Lobster.
So, what you're saying is, you, the guy who this kid thinks sucks, want me to take off my trademark red and black flannel here in Long Island and give it to you.
Yeah, in the interest of not getting a country fried beating. Yes.
Oh. Well, if it's in the interest of not getting a country fried beating.
Think about Cooter! Cooter! Smarter than he looks.
I'm trying to do the neighborly thing here. It's all yours, man. It's all yours. I'm passing the torch to you.
Cooter is gay.
So, I don't want any trouble.
Hey, you look better.
I hope I didn't let him. It's his shirt now.
I'll give Mick Foley a little credit. He's got more brains than you think. I gotta be honest. I got my eye on special someone.
You know, as a matter of fact, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind sharing with you another article of clothing I brought with me.
Let's see what you got. Let's have it.
Say something else now, too. Sounded like he said. Put his hat on. Many thanks, y'all. I'll be out signing autographs during intermission while I put up that massive cage. And wait, I just want to see any other words you want to share with our band. Have a nice day.
Definitely one of the most unforgettable moments in the history of Fight the World Wrestling, as wrestling legend Mick Foley took Mr. Socko and shoved him down the throat of Earl Cooter, and I'm sure it's a night that Earl Cooter soon has not forgotten. And speaking of Cooter, he will be a part of FTW Living on the Edge as well, coming up on Saturday, December the 3rd. More on that on next week's episode of FTW Overdrive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting set to go to our main event, as it will be Tattooed Ugly LENN ODDITY taking on Big Jim Sullivan in a last man standing match. And actually, this match was for the FTW World Heavyweight Championship. It originally took place back in April at Road to Gold, while Oddity was still the FTW World Champ. And speaking of Oddity, if you're not familiar with him already, he happens to be one of the most unique and bizarre individuals in all of FTW. And prior to this match with Big Jim Sullivan, Oddity had a few interesting words for his opponent. And before we go to ringside and show you the match, we want to show you what LENN ODDITY had to say regarding Big Jim Sullivan. Let's go to that footage right now.
Big Jim Sullivan. Big Jim Sullivan. Big Jim Sullivan. Big Jim Sullivan. Come on, you and me. Let's show them what a real bloodbath is. I'm gonna make your life a living hell. You have no idea. You want it, you got it. You and me. Bloodbath City. Barbed wire, thumbtacks, chairs, name it, we'll bring it, we'll use it. You hear my teeth chattering behind your ear all of a sudden, and it won't go away. And of course, one day you're gonna come home, there's gonna be a little car in the driveway, you're not gonna know what's going on, and you're gonna open up the door, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna be sitting there with your wife, having dinner, your kid's gonna be, oh daddy, how do I do the homework? And they're gonna come up to me with their faces painted. I'm gonna choke them. I'm gonna make them scream. And then, when they lay there in their beds, sleeping away to heaven, I'm gonna get a knife and I'm gonna cut a smile into their faces. You don't know who you're messing with. All of us in here, none of us like you. And guess what? We all want to kick your Remember, draw an X on your forehead, kids. It might protect you from the voices, but it won't protect you from me.
He was in a fatal four-way match with the Grim Reaper, Danny DeMonto, and Sabu. And the two men remaining in that match would go on to compete for the FTW World title. Unfortunately, Sullivan was not one of those men, as Oddity now pulls out the bag in a football helmet, or a baseball helmet, ramming Sullivan in the stomach. These two men know that it's going to take a lot to wear each other down and try to keep one down for a 10 count. It's going to be almost impossible, as Oddity now sets Sullivan up in the corner. And a low blow there from LENN ODDITY. Everything is legal in this match, folks. You can hear the crowd chanting one more time. It looks like Oddity's going to give it to them, and he does. Sullivan perched on that second rope. Can't feel good. And Oddity drop kicks him. Sullivan goes crashing to the outside. The referee will begin to count. And if Sullivan can't answer the 10 count, Oddity wins the match and retains the title. LENN now once again going into that bag, pulling out looks to be a buoy. believe that's from a boat. I'm not sure if it's actually a buoy. I'm not sure. Or a weight, something. He just cracked Sullivan in the side of the head with it. Whatever it is.
I didn't see this for a second.
Some sort of marine weight. I'm not really sure. Oddity now choking away on Sullivan on the outside with the rope.
One, two.
Again, the referee starting to count, but Sullivan gets to his feet. Oddity went under the ring. He's got a chair, but Sullivan just smashed him in the face with that boating device. Hitting Len really hard in the side of the head, knocked him out almost, it looks like. And this could be it. The referee counting up to 3 right now, and Oddity seems to be on Dream Street. I think that really caught him off guard. He had that chair. He looked like he was going to hit Sullivan. Sullivan now with that chair. And just launches it at the back of the head of Len Oddity. And Oddity goes down. We've seen this before. Oddity, the champion, has the straight razor. Sullivan up to his knees. As I said, folks, everything's legal in this match. And he's digging into this forehead, digging into the skin of the challenger of Big Jim Sullivan with that straight razor. You can see the blood starting already on the top of the head of the challenger. And again, look at the blood spewing as Oddity takes that straight razor and just cuts the head of Big Jim Sullivan. Doing anything he can to retain the FTW World title in this last man standing match. Sullivan bleeding profusely now. As Oddity now to the outside, looking under the ring for those chairs. Sullivan able to get to his feet, bounces off the rope. Baseball slides right into Len, who goes headfirst into the guardrails. May have caught a little bit of his ribs as well. And these two men are doing battle here tonight at Road to Gold for the chance to be called FTW World Heavyweight Champion. Oddity now on his knees. Sullivan cracks him over the head with a chair. Another chair now. And Sullivan just throws it. Just releases it onto Len's back. Laying on the outside. This could be bad for the champion. Champion in Earl Cooter. Bret Hart was in the house. We saw an awesome tag title match between the BQE and the Nigerian Nightmares. And here we are now in our main event. Last man standing FTW World title. Len Oddity defending against Big Jim Sullivan. Sullivan now taking Oddity out of the corner, setting him up. Big release powerbomb there from Sullivan. Going into the corner, the referee's going to start to count once again. And Oddity has really taken some more abuse in this match. Referee now up to 5, and Oddity's not even barely moving. Sullivan in that corner, bloody face. Referee's up to 8. Oddity has 2 more. 9. Oddity getting up now. He gets to his feet at 9. Unbelievable. I thought that could be it after the release powerbomb. And you got to think at this point, folks, Big Jim Sullivan has got to be somewhat frustrated. He's tried just about everything, and a low blow there from Oddity. Another one. As I said, folks, Sullivan has tried just about everything to keep Oddity down. Power bombing him, hitting him with that chain. But this is what Oddity does best. He takes an abnormal amount of punishment, and then from out of nowhere comes back and wins matches. Sets up the chair now, and it's a toe hold from Oddity. Sullivan goes face first into that steel chair, wiping it out. 1, 2, referee now beginning to count once again. 3. As Sullivan is down. 4. He's got to answer the 10 count or this match is over. 5. Both men, looks like 6. Fatigue is starting to set in. Both have lost 7. Considerable amount of blood here so far. 8. And that's going to wear you down. Sullivan gets to his feet, but Oddity takes him into the corner. Getting him up. Those chairs are there. And there it is, the kaboom onto the chairs. Sullivan face first and stomach first onto those steel chairs. This is going to be it, folks.
2, 3, 4.
Referee now up to 4. Sullivan hasn't even moved.
5, 6, 7.
Up to 7 now. Sullivan not moving.
8, 9.
And at the count of 9, I don't know how. I can't believe it. Sullivan got up to his feet. Unbelievable. Answered the 10 count. This match is going to keep going.
It worked that time? How about this time?
Oddity now. And Sullivan on that ring apron. That table's right there. Are they looking to go for... Oh, no. And a kryptonite crunch through the table. Sullivan and Oddity both went through that table. The kryptonite crunch, and both men are down. The referee counting. Both men aren't moving. I'm not sure who he's counting.
5,
Up to the count of 5. Neither man is moving.
6, 7,
Sullivan now trying to get up.
8,
Referee up to the count of 8. Somebody's got to get up.
9, 10.
And the referee counts 10. Neither man got up. We're going to have to hear the referee's official decision on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official has just informed me that both men have been counted down and has ruled this matchup a draw.
And ladies and gentlemen, a draw.
Still, FTW World Heavyweight Champion, LENN.
What a crazy match here tonight on FTW Overdrive. Oddity and Sullivan going at it, the title on the line, last man standing match, both men bleeding profusely from the face and the head, crashing through that table there at the end, but neither man could answer the 10 count. Therefore it ends in a draw, and LENN remained the FTW World Heavyweight Champion. However, he will go on to lose that title directly following that match to Jimmy Jack Cash, who is the current champion. On Saturday night at FTW Living on the Edge, December the 3rd at 8 p.m. at Center Island Sports in Ronkonkoma, Long Island, New York. And folks, I was told earlier that LENN Oddity will be involved at FTW Living on the Edge as he takes on the Grim Reaper. However, this will not be any ordinary match. This match will be a steel cage match. That's right, folks. LENN Oddity and the Grim Reaper battling it out inside of a steel cage match. Should be absolutely unbelievable. In addition to that, we talked about the women's match that'll be taking place, plus Jimmy Jack Cash defends the FTW World Heavyweight title against Jay Lover, all coming up at FTW Living on the Edge on December 3rd, plus much more to be announced in the weeks to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of FTW Overdrive. Be sure to check our website for more information on Overdrive, as well as FTW Living on the Edge at www.ftwprowrestling.com. My name is Sean Bryan. I will see you next week right here on Cablevision Channel 20 for FTW Overdrive. Have a good night.